It was probably about 12 or 1 in the morning, 6 or 7 months ago, possibly even longer back. And I was low on gas. I was getting off of a late shift in my job. So I pulled up into this station I like to go to, and, reliably have trusted in terms of knowing that they're always open. And all of a sudden, a car pulls up behind me. Not like directly behind me, but just it's in the part, I guess, of the little complex where someone would, pull their car in, and then it just is sort of, I notice, not moving. Like the person is in the car talking on the phone, but they're not really acting in a way that seems to be, interested in getting some gas themselves. Like it just kind of was weirding me out a little bit. So I hurried up and put enough in there to last me for the rest of the week. And then I got in the car, I pulled off. And that's when I saw that same car that had been just kind of like sitting there behind me pull up into the space where I was getting gas from. Now, what I thought was so weird about this is that at this particular station, even at most stations, there's I'd say on average about 8 pumps, right? There's two right next to each other in terms of one being adjacent to the other, and then on the other side of it there's another 2, and then there might be another 4 on some other corner of the lot. What I'm getting at is, I thought it was so weird that somebody who wanted gas, who wanted to do what I was doing, put gas in their car, would, rather than just pulling into one of the other pumps, specifically wait for me to finish using the one that I was using to then use it themselves. I just thought that was so crazy. But I guess, when you're dealing with lazy people, right? Just people that do stuff that, it's like, why not just do this in the meantime? They will, I guess, see it as a bigger hassle to just pull in, or kind of like, have to move their car in one space or the other. So I guess that was in her mind. She rationaled, or gave the ration that, oh, well, I can just wait for this person to finish pumping their car up with this stuff, and I can go into their space without having to pull backwards or pull on the side. Or it was so strange. Most times when I go to the gas station, there tends to not, it's either one extreme or the other. It's either a whole bunch of people are there or almost nobody. One of the things I did pick up on is that sometimes I'll pull in, and then all of a sudden a bunch of cars will just start appearing, on the side of me and then behind me. But in this case, it was just me and this lady there that night, and I thought it was so strange that someone would rather just sit there and wait for me to finish using that particular pump than to just go in, get their gas and then get out. I don't know. It just feels like people like to waste time. They like to do things that don't really make sense to me. Like if I pulled up somewhere and someone is using a pump and then there's 7 other ones available, I would just get in one of the other ones and then get the gas and then leave from there. I'm not going to sit and wait for that person to finish with that specific one. That shows you just like the insanity of the modern era, where people, they would rather waste their time waiting on a particular person to finish pumping their car so they can use that one instead of just using one of the other ones all around the place because they don't feel like backing out or trying to maneuver to the side. It is so weird.